Do you remember when Trump came into office, beginning of 2017, he was telling us he was going to hire only the best people, right? Only the best people for him, because he always hires only the best people. Well, apparently none of that the best people talk applied to his own legal counsel. Because one of his newest attorneys, a woman by the name of Haba, has made a complete ass of herself in a court filing this week. Here's what happened. Ms. Haba was attempting to get the court to issue a subpoena for Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former lawyer / fixer, to show up in court. Not actually, I take that back, to show up for a deposition, but not to show up in court. Because we want him in the deposition. We do not want him in court, they say, which, a little weird to begin with. So she files this motion with the court, and in addition to asking for the subpoena to force Cohen to come for a deposition, it also requests that, hey, we got to push all this stuff back. I'm not ready for this lawsuit. I'm not ready for the case. I'm not ready for the trial, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what I'm doing yet. She didn't explicitly say that, but she did, of course, ask for things to push back because, as she says, she wasn't ready. And then comes the funny part. At the bottom of it, you get a sign. So she signs her name, files it with the court, then realizes after it's served to Michael Cohen, or at least he saw it because he's the one who tweeted this out for the world to see, she signed where the judge is supposed to sign authorizing the order. So as a lawyer, you got to sign a lot of documents, right? Your staff will put those little sign here tabs on there. Usually someone on the legal team will go through with the lawyer and show them everywhere that they are supposed to sign. This comes from working in a law firm for 18 years. I know how these things work. Apparently she doesn't, because she signed in an area that effectively voided the entire order because, of course, she is not the judge. So Michael Cohen had a good laugh. Everybody on social media had a good laugh, pointing out what an idiot this Trump lawyer is. Because let's be honest here. If you don't even know where to sign the document that you're signing that tells the court, I'm not ready for this trial. Yeah, I'm willing to bet at this point you're probably never going to be ready for this trial, since you can't even get it right on where you're supposed to sign the piece of paper telling them that you're not ready for this trial. Although, to be honest, you play devil's advocate here. I think if the court looks at that, they're probably going to realize, like, oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, she's definitely not ready for this. Boy, howdy. So I don't know what the court's going to do. We do know that, of course, they've pulled the document, they've sent it back for corrections, so she gets another shot at it, right? Everybody deserves a second chance. But yeah, definitely not the legal mastermind that Donald Trump says he always hires. And let's be clear here. I have talked a lot about Trump's lawyers because they have made some of the dumbest arguments possible. This may take the cake. Right? This may be the worst screw up I have ever seen. And yes, to everybody else, I'm sure it seems minor, like, all right, she signed in the wrong place. You have to understand how difficult it is for a lawyer to sign something in the wrong spot. Like, that's what gets me about it. Again, 18 years working with the best lawyers in the country. They don't sign in the wrong spots, folks. It takes a lot of screw ups along the way for that to be able to happen. That's what's amazing to me. What's even more amazing and fun about Miss Haba here is that the rest of the legal team hates her. According to a recent report from the Daily Beast, at least, the rest of the legal team hates her, and the general consensus, and again, from the Daily Beast a couple weeks ago, says, quote, what the F is she doing, end quote, is probably the most common question we asked about her, said one of the Trump lawyers who still works for the former president. What the F is she doing? Nobody knows what she's doing. She clearly doesn't know what she's doing. And listen, if you're currently suing Donald Trump or you're up against him in court, I gotta tell you, watching all the mistakes that these lawyers are making has got to be the greatest thing in the world for anybody that has filed a lawsuit against Donald Trump and is waiting for their day in court. These are not brilliant legal minds that you are going up against. And I wish you all, everyone suing the former president, nothing but the best of luck. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.